This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code SOUTHGATE to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Hey, what about that comic capers?
What about that comic capers? Well, you know what we doing. No Man's Land, of course. Part 9.
Halfway there.
Just about. If you're just joining us in the middle of Part 9, I don't know why, but you should know I am Phil, and that Harley Quinn Batgirl over there is.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire. Oh.
So it's technically Batman No Man's Land, but we only get a little bit of Batman this week in somebody else's book, so... Well, in both people's books, but...
Yeah.
Officially, they're not... Batman's not the star of either book. Why, you ask?
Because the Bat family is awesome and we don't need Batman all the damn time? Maybe?
Because we're going to cover Robin... Issues 68, 69, and 70.
69! Hell!
I knew she couldn't
Oh, wait,
resist.
it's not a Deadpool podcast, sorry.
So, yeah, the Tim Drake Robin, 68, 69, and 70. And we're going to dive in because, water. Catwoman, 72, 73, and 74.
Wait.
What?
I think I read them out of order. I thought Catwoman came first.
Well, we could do either one first.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're kind of self-contained.
Yeah, but
you're following along in the story. I think Catwoman came first, but yeah.
But both arcs take place between September and November 1999.
Now, we could possibly talk about Robin first because there is a little Stephanie Brown in there. Very little. Very little.
I don't care. I just randomly said Robin first. Whatever you want to do first, that's fine.
Well, the Robin story is kind of weird, so we can go there first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So many villains.
I know. I was just like, I'm confused. What is this? Is so much. Everybody's underground now. Like, we're mole men. Okay.
Well, in No Man's Land, like between the villains and I mean, spoilers. Robin finds these I guess they're all orphans because you got to assume a lot of people died when buildings just came crashing down during the earthquake. So there's like a big band of orphans in the sewers.
It's Batman's wet dream at this point. He's got all the pickings from all the orphans he could ever want.
But it's like in No Man's Land. I guess maybe the sewers are safer these days because less people down there, and I mean, probably I don't think we have indoor plumbing anymore, basically, so no one's flushing nothing, so...
This whole time, the whole time that I was reading this arc, I kept thinking about the 1992 X-Men episode, where they meet that's like what I'm picturing in my head as like I'm reading.
What, the Morlocks?
Yeah, I was like, what's Wolverine gonna pop out? Terrible.
It's still better than like that Batman episode where the dude was like down in the sewers with the
Yeah. Not, like I said, that's why I was picturing in my head the X-Men story and not the Batman animated series story. But no, Ratcatcher. Wow.
Oh please!
Wow. This is what we've come to.
Oh please! He's like A-list compared to Gearhead and
Mangles.
Yeah, Tommy Mangles, who was just basically some guy, Gordon, some criminal, some murderer or whatever. Gordon just like brought in.
I know. I'm just like, poor Robin. He doesn't deserve this. The D-list.
Nah.
He does go on to get a B-list though, at least though later on. But yeah. So War Beneath the Street starts with rats, and I hate rats.
Well, who loves them?
Well, people have pet rats and stuff.
That's
like
true.
That. I just the tail is just so creepy. I mean, I hate them worse than snakes. I'd rather deal with a snake.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I was just like, this whole time I was just like, rats. Why did it have to be rats?
And basically, once again, just like with Nightwing, Batman like gets Tim and it's like, I'm too busy doing something else. I hear there's a store of like underground supplies somewhere. Go find it.
He's too busy
We'll get there. We'll get there later in the episode. This episode.
He's too busy. But isn't it funny? A story of cats and rats. And bats are just rats with wings. Fight me, nerds.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. The first one was kind of slow to get into, and it's just like the rat catcher. Okay, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it's basically a lot of setup with the villain.
And then, like, on a side note, like, that spoiler just keeps her costume with the rest of her clothes. Like, really? She doesn't have, like, under the floorboard or...
Well, I guess maybe... Because, I guess we should set this up where, like, Spoiler had gotten pregnant and then given the baby up for adoption. So her mother finds her costume while she's, like, cleaning out her maternity clothes. I'm assuming the mother had never gone through her clothes before. It's only her and the mother, so I'm assuming she's just like, Mom will never find it. She never goes in my closet.
Kids, like, let me just let you in on a little secret about mothers. Mothers go through your crap while you're at school. That's what happens. The minute you leave, they can't wait to snoop to make sure you're not on drugs, alcohol, contraband. Like, no. They're reading your journal if it's not locked. If you keep a handwritten journal anymore. Who does that? That's what the internet's for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I'm just like, come on, Spoiler. Be better than that. Come on, Steph.
Lilith Hellfire giving your kids the talk.
Parents are nosy.
So, yeah.
It's a prerogative. Yeah, so I was just like, ugh. This is why you don't belong in the Bat family. You're not good at hiding things. Neither is Tim, though, in all fairness. Tim is like the Barry Allen Arrowverse version of the whole Bat family at that point. But yeah. So they're on a mission to find some food storage cache or...
Yeah, like half of it's like expired, but I guess if you're hungry enough.
Hey, pork and beans don't go bad. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Yeah, I know. And then, like, the leader of, like, the orphans is, like, a kid Tim knew from high school.
Convenient.
Convenient that Domino Mask conceals his identity. But
they knew he was Batman's helper, so they were gonna help him.
Yeah, and I guess at least the leader, the one Tim knows, is, like, a big role player, so he's, like, thinks it's a quest.
Yeah. But he gets bit by the rats, and then it's sewer water, and I'm just like, oh, my worst nightmare. Like, this whole issue, just my worst nightmare.
Cheap version of Dungeons and Dragons, sewers, and
still better than Riverdale Season 3. Fight me, nerds.
Oh!
Gargoyles and griffins. That nerve! Anyway, but yeah, pretty much. Fight me, nerd. Whoever came up with the rat catcher was the worst dungeon master ever. Ooh. Just saying.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. But yeah. So after the rats bite him, he's like in some weird fever dream.
Hilarious. Yeah, but he does take some antibiotics and stuff.
That kills.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what Oliver used in season 3 of Arrow to get over death. He used Batman pills.
I'm surprised he didn't use isn't any like rat repellent.
I feel like there is such a thing. Just Adam West. Adam West did it first. I mean, if you have shark repellent, why not rat repellent?
Why not? Right?
Anyway, yeah. It's just like a weird, like, kind of surreal thing. I'm just like...
Yeah. But the whole Stephanie Brown thing, like, her mom finds her costume, but at least she's, like, cool with it. You know, she's like, oh, you slapped your dad around. That's pretty good. You're no good jailbird dad. You slapped him around. That's already good.
But at first she was like, you're not like your dad, are you? She's like, no, I'm a good guy.
And but it's just like when the mom's like asking her, oh, you had help? And she's like, yeah, but I can't tell you who. It's like, she doesn't know their identities anyway. Why can't you just say, Mom, it was the Batman?
Well, let's just be real. The Batman doesn't have the best of reputations.
True, but if you say you're running around Gotham in a mask, and you say, oh, well, you know, I had help, who does your mind automatically go to?
Gordon, of course. I'm kidding, of course. Her mom's not too quick on the uptake, though, so. Just saying, not for nothing. That mom is not.
Oh, baby, it wasn't that sexy Nightwing, was it?
I mean, preferably. Just saying. He's got a better reputation than the Batman.
You walked behind him the whole time, right?
But yeah, so the rat catcher, like, no, that rats was not my favorite part. I think my favorite part was probably part 2 with the wolflings and stuff.
Yeah.
Where they take care of Tim, and then they go off to find the rat catcher. But plot twist, because we saw ice floating in the river last issue. Oh my gosh, I know we have lots of ice villains, but who do we deal with? Who did Batman deal with recently?
I was going to say, remember who I asked as he floated down the river? Does he come back? Oh yeah,
of course he does.
Arnold.
Not funny.
Yeah,
Don't give me flashbacks to that crap.
Right, Victor Freeze.
Yeah. So what is the point of Gearhead and Tommy? Like, they're just wandering around.
I guess they're looking for the food or whatever, but yeah, it's
Why
weird.
do we need that?
Like, yeah.
Was it to the total count of villains so Batman can be impressed, or what?
Unless maybe Chuck Dixon just liked those characters. I don't know, because
maybe it was an editor mandate. I don't know.
Well, Gearhead's from a Detective Comics story that Dixon wrote, and then Mangles showed up in a bunch of the Batman books, but I don't know who created them. So, but again, he didn't have any arms or legs, so we needed Tommy Mangles.
There you go.
And then Ratcatcher's just like cannon fodder. I mean, he's just a villain for someone to smack around. Either Bruce or Tim or even Dick battled him when he was Batman during Prodigal. You know, when Bruce was building those satellite bat caves.
I don't. Like, Ratcatcher is just a poor man's Pied Piper. Fight me.
Not even.
He wishes. But yeah, it was just kind of weird. It was just like that whole thing where he's dreaming, like, about he's in his underwear. Like, that was weird.
Just the whole thing with That's the other thing. Like, he's like scared of Batman.
He's like, don't kick me out of the Bat family. No.
See, shouldn't at least the Robins, like, I don't know, feel loved by or at least respected by Batman instead of fear?
But no, their relationship was very different from any other Robin, honestly. True. So, because he didn't fit the typical mold of a Robin, because he still had family.
And he wasn't picked by Bruce. He basically showed up and was like, hey, Batman needs a Robin. Jason Todd was killed, but you need a Robin because you're going nuts, yeah. So, yeah, I could kind of understand that. Mm-hmm. And that was a nice little peek into his psyche, to be honest. So. True. And then part 3, the survivors, it was just like, oh, thank God. Just wrap it up. Yeah. And then I like how Batman's like he just carries him off, and I'm like, in retrospect, looking at this issue, maybe I'm getting too old for comics. I don't know. Or what a grown man can carry an underage boy he's not related to? Come on. He was sick and injured. Come on, Law. A weakened state, exactly. That makes it even worse. I'm just saying. But anyway, he just tells Batgirl, make sure they're all locked up. I'm just like, oh, give her the grunt work. Cool. Well, I mean, the cops are already dragging them away, so it's like. Ooh, I did like how how the water froze to the the cryo suit. Oh yeah. That was really cool. Tim floods the tunnel and then freezes the water around. Freeze, yeah. What a common theme. Mm-hmm. That should have been the name of this arc. I mean, it was clever. He's like, all right, Freeze, you try to break out, you're going to rip that suit open, so. Check and mate. Yeah. This was a fun little arc. Mm-hmm. What would you give it? I'd give it a B+. Like I said, Ratcatcher could have been switched out for literally anybody. Clayface, the ventriloquist, whoever. Just the Ratcatcher, ugh. But, I mean, you don't want... I mean, at this point, you don't... maybe you want a Ratcatcher and not somebody else, just because it's like, okay, it's Tim, it's not Bruce, and you need
True.
Tim to be a little
but
less
there's
than
such
Bruce.
other low level cannon fodder. It's just like I said, rats just creep me out.
Well, basically, I mean, Ventriloquist was taken out in that first arc, and I don't think he ever showed that. Well,
no, he
was in Blackgate in the last episode with Nightwing, so.
Yeah, but not like as a threat. So,
Mm-mm.
but yeah, no, total B+. I really dug the artwork though. So, especially the battle with the water where Freeze. I thought that was like really well done.
Oh yeah.
So, Catwoman, huh?
72, 73, and 74. Oh no, Jim Ballant drawn Catwoman.
Honestly, I think this is my favorite Catwoman period. I think he actually got her duplicitous, dichotomous nature the best.
Yeah.
And especially how he really captured like how flippant and indifferent Bruce really was. He was kind of like, he really kind of caught how enthralled he was, but couldn't like really admit it. Because like he's like giving all these excuses like about the Catwoman Selena Kyle thing, and I'm just like, oh, Brucey.
Yes, this was the point when all the earthquake hit and all the lunatics are like, oh yeah, let's take over Gotham, and Catwoman's like, I'm getting out, I'm going to New York, and I'm going to run for mayor.
Exactly. But no, I really feel like the whole arc should have been called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Gotham, like as the cover says, but the name of this issue is actually The Mission. But I feel like that's what the whole arc should have been, just like part 1, part 2, part 3. And Mercy Graves, oh my god, yes!
Well, and they tried to, they downplayed that because, Lex hadn't made his
exactly
appearance yet, so they kind of dressed her up almost like an Amazon. Like she's not wearing like she's not wearing her chauffeur's outfit or anything, and
yeah, but I was just like, oh! Low-key Smallville did it better though.
Yeah.
But that was an amalgamation of a couple of characters. But yeah, I did like that interpretation. But I was just like, yes. And I was just like, Mookie? Really?
Bang,
okay.
bang.
Yeah, I think Mookie was my favorite out of all the hench people. But anyway, yeah, so she's in Manhattan and she's like, there's this like valuable cat gem on display. So she's like, I'm gonna take it. And then she does, and she gets it, and it turns into a communicator.
Yes, Oracle. Yes.
But it was a little annoying that she's like, the boss will be waiting. I'm like, Catwoman ain't got no boss. You might have a boss. Catwoman ain't got a boss.
Ah!
I'm just saying. Especially this era Catwoman. Like,
And I love she's just like, I was on my way to Gotham anyway.
Damn detours. Yeah. So, like, she evades all that crap. Then we kind of cut to Mercy Graves in this old steam tunnel. And then they're like, it's just funny how they were all like, the criminal's like, yeah, we'd love to work for Catwoman. And I was just like, oh, this kind of gave me a Fish Mooney flashback. Yeah. Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like a conversation I was having with Charlie. It's like nobody wants to work for the Joker. It's like, oh yeah, even if you're the perfect employee, he might kill you, but
just for craps and giggles.
Yeah, I might like this one, but they're like, oh, Catwoman.
I mean, I see where they're coming from. Anyway, so like she shows up to the Gotham shore after she like convinces those helicopter people to give her a ride.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. And then there's like,
then she tries to like...
The boat explodes and she like swims and I'm just like, I thought cats didn't like water, but cool.
Well, that might be the only way in. Because is this the one? Because she's scubaing in. I believe this is the episode where she's like, or is it another episode where she's like, she even makes the comment about her, her extremely, well-developed lungs.
And flotation devices. Anyway.
Ew.
Anyway, she finally does manage to like evade the U.S. Navy and all that stuff, and she gets to Robinson Central Station, and Batman, of course, appears out of the shadows, and he's like, I need you to steal something that's gonna get Gotham right. And you have to remember that Catwoman absolutely does love Gotham, but at the same time, she does what's good for her.
Yes. Batman's just like, I need you to go back to Manhattan and steal some discs. And she's like, wait, I was just there.
And then he did make a valid point that he had to make sure that she could get in.
And anyway.
Philip!
Anyway, and he's also like, this had to be a face-to-face conversation. I couldn't take the chance of somebody like, eavesdropping on our conversation or, wiretapping or whatever.
Wiretapping a hologram? Cat Jim? Whatever.
DC Universe.
Whatever. Like, just sometimes. It's just like, convenient plot point is convenient, but...
Then she tries to whip him, and,
he wasn't in the mood. So then they just kind of kiss. And yeah, I said it. I went there. She kind of gives him a kiss and then pulls away. And,
first he...
Bat dance.
She was like, why? And he grabs her and says, I need you. And then he kisses her.
Yeah. Of course he needs her. Yeah. I'm just saying that suit reminds me a lot of Talia, so I'm just saying he might have a type.
That body paint?
He might have a type.
Wait a minute, hers is zipped up all the way. What do you know?
Sometimes, depending on who's drawing her.
Oh, yep.
Catwoman decides to take the old steam tunnel off the sewage treatment plant that he recommended her, but there's Al, Lewis, and Mookie.
Yep.
And they fight, and then Mookie blows up a crate of explosives. As we learn, Mookie will come to love to do, and it blows the whole tunnel apart.
And the whole tunnel floods. But you missed it. I thought you mentioned this when she was entering Gotham, and they showed like that montage. I think someone just colored Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Someone got overly excited and didn't paint the green.
Or maybe they're showing because Gotham is such in disarray that she's not as vibrant as she was. That's kind of the way that I took it.
Maybe.
And plus, remember the last time we saw her, she kind of got taken advantage of, and that might have took a toll on her too.
Maybe, but I didn't think it was just like symbolic. It wasn't like an actual, I don't know.
Headcanon, don't take it away from me.
I won't.
But no, I did notice that. Thus, I have a headcanon. I don't know about the second one. The second one was like hard cases. I was like, because you couldn't say hard asses or like what?
It's the corporate world. I mean, they were working for Bruce Wayne.
Working for. I love how they just kind of like gloss over. It's like, that Bruce Wayne got humiliated in DC and ran off to Europe, and nobody's seen him since.
Why can't he just leave Gotham and go get the discs himself? Especially now with Nightwing's there, Robin's there, Azrael's there, Batgirl's there.
Everybody and their mother in a domino mask is there. Okay?
And even the Justice League was like, we'll come in to help. No, stay out.
He didn't want them to be as disheartened as Superman. You know, Gotham is his burden. It's this special blend of pain and masochism.
Do what he did in that episode. Do what they did in that episode of Superman, the animated series. Have Clark come to Gotham for a day while Bruce is gone. Put on that bat suit and start kicking over oak desks and scare the crap out of people.
Honest to God, if we ever get a Batman and Superman TV show at the same time, I need that to be a live adaptation version.
Oh my lord!
Really close in Smallville with Clark and Ollie, but it wasn't as good as the animated version. It wasn't.
We just need to cover that one somewhere on one of our mini shifts. just do a live watch of that because it's only like 20 some minutes. Come on.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So it's like, she convinces the boys to, work with her. Yeah. I mean.
And of course they set up shop in the hotel room so she could take a bath even though she's been saying how she hates water.
I wonder if it was a milk bath.
Ew.
Just saying.
Bubbles.
Anyway. Yeah. So it's like this weird plan where she goes. And I don't know. The setup was just kind of weird. She basically
goes to where the hard cases are at and tells them, "Oh yeah, I work for Bruce Wayne." They're like, "No."
Ileana Goodbody. I'm just like, whatever, Selena, whatever. little too on the nose there. I'm just saying.
Hello, my name is Tanya Tightass. How are you?
isn't a Stan Lee book. No alliteration needed. But yeah, she's like talking about how she's a new hire and she wants the disc, and then they're like, only Bruce Wayne's allowed to see the disc, and she's like, I was just testing you because I think Catwoman's gonna try to steal the disc. And
no, she says, no, we have reliable info that Catwoman is coming for the discs, and even the leader's like, she's got Moxie, and the other one's like, what? And he's like, Catwoman, that was her.
I know. I was just like,
who else would call themselves Goodbody? Come on.
Exactly. Anyway, they do kind of lie, and that night they kind of set it up, and then they're on the rooftops, and then they get like, and there's one guy at the computers, and then Woo's at the vault, and then fires a missile launcher, and I'm like, hell yeah, that's what you do.
Well, yeah, her and the henchmen hire a bunch of criminals, and basically,
some street gang.
So basically, it's just like it's like a street
Dude,
fight.
They chop her down and just let them out. I was just like, yes. It reminds me of that of the first like episode of like Justified, where like they blow up something so they can go break into the bank. Diversion is a great tactic.
It's like Full Metal Jacket in the streets of Manhattan.
I mean, they were a couple of years too late for this. By then, Giuliani had cleaned up the place.
But yeah, supposedly Catwoman steals the disc, but they're like, "Oh no, she got the decoys. Don't worry." And then they're like, "Oh no, she doubled back. She got the real ones."
Okay, yeah. So she gets intel on these guys, and they're all like ex-military with like low-level meta abilities. It's like
the one's like a telepath or something. And
then the other one can like tell the history of an object, and I'm like, "What is this, Heroes? That's a lame ass power, bro." Anyway, yeah.
That's why they're not superheroes or something. They got powers.
Yeah, so then he's like, we're gonna find her and nail her hide to the wall. And I'm like, whoa. Take it down a notch.
But just the first page of like issue 74, she's like, oh, do you think Batman will like these?
I absolutely love, I just need this to happen in Gotham, where Baby Bruce just tells Selena, because you're a cat. Like, I just need that. Since we are doing No Man's Land in Gotham, returning January 3rd.
Oops, that's right.
Very, very shortly here. So yeah.
But yeah, we also get the scene where you were talking about, when Oracle's just like, I think she killed Selena Kyle. And Batman's like, no, if you check the autopsy, she tossed a dead body off the roof. And Oracle's like, why? And she's like, well, either Selena, she made a deal with Selena Kyle, or what's the other one? Or there is no Selena Kyle. Yeah,
she's a cat. But just, I don't know. I just get a chuckle out of it every time. And then the last issue that we're going to talk about, she gives us a little bit of an economy lesson about how money itself is valueless. And it represents the ability to obtain that which is valuable, such as food, housing, gold, diamonds, and so on. Although gold and diamonds also not really valuable. Just because people think it is, it is. Just saying. Don't be controlled. Yes, please don't. So this is my favorite. Obviously, this is my favorite issue out of the three.
But you were talking about like D-list villains, Maxie Zeus.
How dare you, sir? No. I would go as far as to say F-list, but whatever. Yeah. Oh, then I was like, oh yeah, the World Trade Center. This is so sad.
Oh yeah, I read that. I was like, World Trade Center.
It's kind of just like when we go to talk about Spectacular Spider-Man too. I was just like, it's just the night for it, eh?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, oh. And then, so yeah, this is where they're doing the exchange, because of course she's gonna auction off to the highest bidder.
And then Mercy just basically beats the crap out of Catwoman and the hard cases.
I love it. Oh my god, that fight scene where she grabs the whip and then punches her. I was just like, I love you, Selena, but yes, Mercy, get it.
Well, how about the one throws a throwing star at her and she catches it and whips it back?
Yeah, I know. BAMF. That's all I have to say about it. This was a lot of action, and I think that's probably why this is my favorite issue out of the three.
But it also ends with Catwoman getting shot in the side and falling in the river. So,
they just love to bring it all full circle.
I don't believe next episode, but one of these episodes, we still got 10 left. We'll get back to Catwoman.
Yeah, we will. But it's kind of like I said, it kind of came full circle because that's the same river where Catwoman supposedly threw Selena. So
yes,
yeah. I enjoyed this one just because, like I said, I really love this whole Mercy Graves thing. To me, it kind of came out of nowhere. But then I was just and then in retrospect, I'm like, yes, it's going to lead to the epic reveal of Lex Luthor. Yes, this is where stuff starts to really get the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So this is a solid A for me. I really love the covers and the artwork in this one, too. Like I said, the story was fast-paced. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta agree. Yeah, A.
So, yeah, guys, we're getting it. We're getting there. I think it's a lot of action from here on out, actually, though. It's maybe one or two more talky, dialogue heavy things and a lot of exposition, but
yeah, except for that one issue where it's Batman trying to show Gordon who he is under the mask and stuff. Yeah, I think it's mostly pretty fast paced from here to the end.
Yeah. So you're in for a ride, guys. Read ahead or wait. We don't care.
Because that first half is just the year's just oh, woe is Gotham, woe is Gotham. Now it's we got a plan, got to put the plan in motion, throw out the plan.
And I just want to throw this out there. I like Catwoman's outfit without the air pit ventilation.
Yeah, yeah.
Pow pow, shots fired.
All right. Here's a fashion question. Do you like the suit like that, or did you like it when the series first started, when the hair comes out the back?
I like it like that, with completely covered.
It makes more sense, realistically, a cat burglar would have her hair, tucked in.
Unless it's Arrowverse canary wig to throw people off, or the Batwoman.
Yeah.
But yeah. I completely covered, and I was just I don't know. I think Michelle Pfeiffer. Well, no, Eartha Kitt's my favorite, but modern day interpretation, the cat. I love that Catwoman suit. The Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman suit. So it's very reminiscent of that. I think that's probably why I like it.
Nice.
Shiny.
Meow.
Leave the puns to Kelly, Phillip. I've told you this several times.
I got to get him in before she comes back.
So yeah. That has been our No Man's Land Part 9.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Si, senor.
On that note,
send us your thoughts. We got, 10 episodes left of No Man's Land. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Comic Capers on Facebook, @ComicCapersPod, and @CL Sidekicks on Twitter. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram, and the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Lilith?
If you guys want to fight me, you can find me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire. If you want to hang out with me on the gram, @Lilith Hellfire86. If you want to talk some Smallville or just Superman, @SaveMePod on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and or Instagram. Fight me, nerd.
And if any comic creators would like to get a hold of me, email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, and on Twitter, I am @nightwingpdp.
Also, somebody remind me to live tweet Gotham on January 3rd. Anybody, somebody, just remind me.
Okay. I should set a reminder. Alexa, remind me to remind Lilith. Oh, no. Stop.
What's the reminder for?
Never mind. Stop.
When should I remind you?
No.
When should I remind you?
Cancel.
Canceling.
This is why you should take care of your own affairs, Lil Hellfire. See,
Siri!
I meant to do that.
Actually, Bixby, because I'm a Samsung girl.
Bixby? Make Charlie Esther cry. Oh, Lord. Charlie
That bless this mess.
Charlie Esther. Oh, no one escapes No Man's Land or this mess.